Hey YouTube, and welcome to my first unboxing video in a while. So, as I typically do with these videos, when I come back the box will magically be open. Okay, so I'm back and the box is open, so we are going to take a look and see what's inside. And there we have it. Once again, as usual, the two most recent Doctor Who releases. And I should say this is actually the first time they've actually arrived on schedule. Long story short, Region 1 has a new supplier, and the problem of delivery and delays has been particularly bad in Canada, so for the last couple of release cycles they've been extremely late. In fact, the last one was so late, I think through Amazon it was something like 3 weeks after they were actually supposed to have been shipped. But they're here now, so we will take a look at them. So we'll start off with Meglos from Tom Baker's final season, Tom Baker's final season, I should say, the 18th season of the classic series. And with Meglos, this actually completes that series, or season if you want to call it, on DVD. So take a look. Now, it's probably one of the less highly regarded, if not the least highly regarded story of Tom Baker's final season. But it's one that actually I've always enjoyed, this story. It's, I don't know, maybe it's odd, but this is probably my favorite of that season. So it just shows that not all Who fandom is completely in agreement on what are the best and what are the worst stories. In fact, for the original series, I don't think there were any that were horribly bad. Well, maybe some from season 24 comes close, but that's another video altogether. So anyways, this is also the story where Tom Baker's Doctor spends half of it as a cactus. And we'll take another quick look here and see what we have, because once again I didn't really have much of a chance to take a look at the features in here before it actually came out, but we've got our typical audio commentary, and then we have our documentary, Meglos Men, 18 minutes, the scene sync story behind the scenes on a pioneering technique used to create many of the story's shots. Assume that probably has something to do with the CGI that's used. Jacqueline Hill, Life in Pictures, profile featuring her husband, various other people. Verity Lambert, which means this was probably done a long time ago, several years ago, because Lambert actually passed away back in 2007. And I guess it's kind of odd that they do a documentary on Jacqueline Hill on this particular story, although she is in the story, but she is probably best known from William Hartnell's reign as the Doctor. But anyway, so there we go, and photo gallery and all that other stuff. So that's Meglos. And now on to what is one of only 6 remaining fully complete Patrick Troughton stories, The Dominators. And with this, there's actually only one Troughton story remaining to be released on DVD, and that would be the Crotons. All his other completely finished stories have been released, although we might actually see something from the Ice Warriors. I don't know if they're going to be animating that or what they're doing, but that one will probably see an individual release soon, probably near the end of the release cycle. So here we go. Now, out of the remaining stories, I guess in concert with Meglos, this one tends not to be one of the more highly regarded. But over time, the Troughton era has actually probably become my favorite of all the Doctors, mainly because I didn't watch them a lot when it was around originally, except for The Mind Robber. So it's nice to see some of these for the first time. In fact, this one, I had this on VHS, just taped off air probably 20 years ago. Now, never actually got around to watching it, so this will actually be my first time watching the show in its entirety. But we'll take a look and see what we have here for special features. Typical audio commentary Making of documentary, 23 minutes. The Second Doctor, contemporary press coverage. Which actually, that one might be pretty interesting to watch. Photo gallery and all that stuff. So here we have Doctor Who, the Dominators. Late 60s, well, 1968 to be precise, Doctor Who. And I've said this before in other videos, but the black and white stories just kind of have a feel to them that really wasn't there in the color stories. Well, even though I still love the color stories, but there's always something special about those old black and white science fiction stories, which is probably why I enjoy them so much now. But on that note, so that's everything for this video. So, as I always say, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all soon at some point in the near future.